everybody, welcome back to Michigan Farmer 421. I'm Clyde, and today we are actually going to be putting a electrical plug on the end of an extension cord, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So, here we go. First, you want to kind of take your wire cutters. I just have these cheap ones from Menards. They aren't my favorite. I kind of like the ideal ones better, but everybody has their own preference. So you kind of want to take off about ½ inch or so of sheathing, not very much, because we don't need to have that much of wire exposed. So I'm kind of just going around cutting it, and I'm going to grab it with the end here, break it. This cord is older, so it's pretty brittle, so I could just pull it right off. There we go, plastic's gone. Now there's this paper, you want to take the paper off. Now, I know what gauge this cord is. This is a 14 gauge cord, so on the cutters, I'm finding the 14. That way I strip the plastic without stripping off the copper, I guess. So there's one. There's two. And there's three. So we have green for ground, black for hot, which is the main power coming off the pole practically, and white for neutral, which is the power coming back from the device after basically all the energy is used. And eventually, out at the panel, the neutral and ground go back together. But the ground is kind of like to trip a circuit breaker kind of deal in case there is a grounding issue. So, yeah. So, the type of plug we are actually going to be using is, they changed brands on me, and I'm not really happy with it, but oh well. It's a WE plug. I got these at Menards. They have 5 Phillips screws, I guess. So you open up the clamp. You want to make sure that's nice and loose. Then you take the free screws off the end. Alright, now that we got the free screws off, some might not be all the way loosened. Gotta loosen these up a little bit more. We got two parts. You got the plug part and the cover and clamp basically. You want to slide the clamp over the wire. Try not to mess up my copper things here. Alright, slide that down. Use that, need that later. Now we want to twist these wires to make sure they're nice and solid. That way we don't have any little strands going anywhere. And now on the plug there is a silver screw, gold, and green. Green is ground. Gold is black. And the silver is white. So we want to match those according wires to the screws. So we want to loosen our terminals. Want to put green in. Tighten it up. Sure it's nice and snug. Then we have this gold here, or black. Put that one in, tuck it to one side, slide it in, tighten up the screw. Make sure they're nice and tight because now these aren't in a mold, they're all in terminals. So you gotta make sure none of them pop out in case someone yanks out the cord, blah blah, you know. And then we put the white one, if I can get this terminal down, and the silver screw slot, yes, terminal, whatever people prefer to call it. Alright, now we need to bring back up our cover, and need to line it up with the free screws. There's usually a slot on the plug to make sure we line it up. There we go, all our free screws are popped out. And now we put these free screws back in. Alright, we got these free screws in. Now we need to tighten up the wire or cord to make sure it doesn't get pulled out. So we tighten up the clamp. Clamp is now tightened up, and there you go. Now you have an extension cord that is fixed, and you can get a little bit more life out of it instead of going out and buying a new one. So the plug is usually around $3-4. Prices have gone up, which sucks because, you know, this product is from China. But yeah, so that's how you replace an extension cord end. And you'll be able, I can use this on the skid loader here, plug in my skid, unplug this. Probably won't be able to see this all well. You take the end and you plug in our skid loader. Skid loaders have block heaters because in the winter it's a diesel engine. We need it to start, and the block warms up with the block heater, and then it starts a lot easier. Anyway, so that's how you replace an extension cord end. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new here, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.